Have you ever dreamt about taking a cruise on one of them fancy boats, soaking up the beauty and the magic just to free your soul, and floating on the ocean, just a notion that seems out of reach? One thing on your bucket list is just to go and see the beach. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but Helping Hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
You know you gotta do the things you've only dreamed about. Don't let anything stop you thinking you can't go all out. You can do the things you never thought were possible with Helping Hands to help you get there. Even oceans aren't an obstacle. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but Helping Hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
So if you ever dreamed about taking a cruise in one of them big old boats, soaking up that sun, feel that breeze, yeah, there is still hope. Don't let the ocean be a notion that is out of reach. Let's get together, help each other, and go see the sea. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You've got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but Helping Hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, making your dream a reality. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
Hello, can you please introduce yourselves?
Scott Hicks. That means talk.
Amber.
From Kicking the Country.
All right, so you guys just had your first cruise. How did you guys enjoy it?
I loved it.
Yeah, it was great.
And what do you think was your favorite thing that you did?
Favorite thing that we did? Well, we did the excursion in Cozumel. That was very fun. We done speedboating and the ATV. It was really good. And also had a dinner included and authentic Mexican.
Best thing we did was spend time with great company.
Yes. Yeah, we've aggravated Paul and Meg to death.
And do you guys have any recommendations for first-time cruisers?
Believe everything you hear when they say you're going to eat.
Definitely.
The food here is, it's convenient, right at hand. Just anytime you want. The ice cream machine needs to be moved. Every time you walk through the door, it's right there.
Great, well thank you for letting me interview you.
G'day folks, welcome aboard, nice to have you here. G'day Mike, welcome aboard, nice to see you. Jimmy, g'day Mr. Jimmy. I tell you what, it's been ages since I've spoken to you. Really a long time, mate. We should really get together more often, truthfully, really. Oh yeah, wait a minute, we're catching up tomorrow, that's it. Folks, what can I say? We've had the most incredible week. First of all, the board meeting, that was the board catch-up meeting that was meant to happen this weekend, was actually postponed because you folks had Father's Day. And, yeah, what else do you do on Father's Day but father's stuff? So, yeah, okay. But some news that's happening out in the annals of HH4C, we are definitely on the hunt for some sponsors to get things happening, and I'll tell you why shortly. Mike, it is evening for us, and it is morning for the folks. Cruising is fun. G'day, Cheryl. It is morning time for you guys, as you know, Cheryl, and it is evening time for us. So welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. So what's transpired is we had a meeting this morning with Bruce. Some exciting things are getting on. NCL are getting awfully close to putting their itinerary out for the time period that we want to go on the cruise. So, and it's we reckon it's within the next 2 to 3 weeks that we should have an itinerary and a ship. With that in mind, we're looking forward to getting things happening, but there are a couple of things that need to take place in the first instance, and that is, as you all know, we want to put 10 recipients on board that cruise. For us to get 10 recipients, we're going to need somewhere in the vicinity of $100,000 on board. So, yes, we're asking for money, but more importantly, what we're asking for is if you have any contacts with anybody out there who could act in a sponsorship format, we don't care how they sponsor, whether it's cash dollars or whether it's accommodation or it's paraphernalia or it's gear like shirts or whatever. We don't care. But at the end of the day, we would be appreciative for any assistance that we can have so that we can get things happening. All right, let's have a look. Thank you, Cheryl, for the good evening. Let me see. Jimmy just got out of the hospital on Sunday. You're good now. What's going on, Cheryl? Is it all good? Or look, first of all, prayers for you, and we want a speedy recovery, and we pray for that to happen. And glad to hear that you're on the up and up. So give us a heads up. Tell us what's going on. Yeah, Jimmy, I agree. Oh no, truth be known. So Cheryl, give us a heads up. Let us know what's going on. Prayers from Jimmy and thumbs up as well. So prayers, yeah, all happening from our side. Anyway, as I was saying, so there are going to be. Oh, thank you very much, Cheryl. I really appreciate the fact that you shared us out. So there are going to be a whole host of activities, and we're right now in the throes of putting the activities together. We're looking for as many military people as possible. G'day, Denise. Welcome aboard. How you going? How's bro doing after his chemo, and how are you progressing? Hopefully everything's working in the right direction. And by the way, Denise, are you at work or at home? And if you're at home, why are you on the channel? You should be sleeping. Yeah, so only good things are coming up. There's lots of good activities. And we'll see how we go. Now, Cheryl's saying she used the heating pads too much and her legs had marks on them. Oh, are they getting better or what's happening? Hopefully everything should be going in the right direction. He's okay. You're having a liver biopsy on Thursday. Well, let's hope that the biopsy comes out good. I got everything crossed. Hang on. I've got everything crossed. And we only hope that you'll get good results from your biopsy. I know it's a biopsy, but I'm quoting the movie, The Greek Fat Wedding, or whatever it is. Everything is good from Cheryl, so that's awesome news. Awesome news. All right. So we're in the throes of putting some activities together, but as I said, our key factor right now is trying to get some sponsorship happening. We will be working on a structure that will make life easy for us. Headache for Bruce, but easy for us. Bruce is our TA through Ocean to Ocean Travel, and the good news is he is the TA, because for us to be the TA would be dangerous. We would be sending out the wrong messages. So we definitely want to get as many people on board. going through Bruce and being impartial as the TA. It would only be good. And yes, we are looking forward to people joining us on board the Heroes Cruise. Just to give you guys a heads up, we currently have one recipient that's about to find out that they're a recipient. And then we have another recipient that's busy being assessed right now as we speak. And we've also got a third recipient who really does not have a clue that right now she's being considered for recipient status. By the time we're done, we're looking at 10. And what we really want to do is get the committees up and running. So Michael Ann has her is setting up a committee for the recipients, which is awesome. We also need a Heroes Cruise committee, and that committee, we've got the executive committee, that is the guys that are busy planning everything, but we need people who are going to help us on the cruise take care of business. Like if we've got say an MC, we'll have an MC. If we've got an MC and the MC requires somebody to have a video going, well then he can just say to one of the committee members, can we get that video going, and away it goes. Or making sure that people get to the right places, or can you help the recipient in getting to the right place, and so on and so forth. So there's a lot of exciting stuff going on, and a lot of good things happening. And yeah, we're really excited about what's going to happen with the cruise. Again, we still don't know the itinerary yet and the ship, but that is just weeks away. And when that happens, folks, we want to have at least 555,000 cabins sold. All right. That's 5 ships chartered. Like, that's going to happen. But yeah, if we can get down to chartering at least part of a ship, we are totally excited. Because at the end of the day, we are going to be making a huge difference in people's lives. So that's what we want. Yeah, real exciting stuff. So right now that cruise is going to be going out of Canaveral as far as we understand. Again, it'll be on an NCL ship. We just got to figure out which NCL ship and what itinerary. And yeah, we're looking forward to having a blast. Now, one of the things that we're looking at doing is we're going to be having a sanctuary room set aside so that any of the vets on board that need a bit of time out, or the first responders that need a bit of time out, they can go into the sanctuary room and be by themselves if they wish, or if they need someone to lean on, they can have somebody to chat with, or just, relax and chill. So that's one of the things that we're looking at from the point of a space for the vets. Also, we're looking at setting up a special vet thank you ceremony. So we know the cruise lines do that normally, but what we're trying to do is blow it right out of the water and have every vet come in and give them the opportunity to be associated with us. Because at the end of the day, HHC is about giving people an opportunity to have a vacation of a lifetime, one of those vacations that we've never had when we were kids, when we had life. So here we go. This is one of our Helping Hands for Cruising tumblers that was provided to us. This is a special. You will never see this one again. Why? Because it's got an error on it. And for those that are interested, I am sucking on an H2O drink. The best drug ever, H2O. So let me run the promo on the Heroes Cruise, because I think you guys will love to see what we've got going and how this cruise is going to pan together. Let's get that party started.
Yeah, This one's for the ones who run for the fire, and the ones who stand between us and the fight. You taste the red lights down a 2-lane road, boots hitting pavement where the brave ones go. Through smoke and sirens, you never back down, pulling folks from the wreckage, turning lives around. Oh, I see you march with brothers by your side, stars and stripes waving on the other side. You leave your family, kiss them goodbye slow, carry the weight so the rest of us can go. To the heroes in blue and red and green, thank you for the courage we've all seen. From hometown streets to distant shores, you give your all and then give more. We're standing tall cause you stood first, grateful hearts beating strong and true, helping hands for cruising since it's too long. I say thank you, y'all, where you belong. When the call comes at 3 a.m., you're already gone, running into danger while we're singing this song. You wear the uniform, the badge, the scars, defending freedom near and far. Your kids wait up, your sweetheart prays for the day you walk back through the door someday. But you keep on giving day after day, living the promise in your own quiet way. To the heroes in blue and red and green, thank you for the courage we've all seen. On hometown streets to distant shores, you give your all and then give more. We're standing tall cause you stood first, grateful hearts beating strong and true, helping hands for cruising since it's too long. To say thank you, y'all, where you belong. So where the waves are gentle on that open sea, may peace find you like it found me. You've earned the sunset, the salt air breeze, a little healing for the soul, if you please. From sea to shining sea, from battlefields to burning skies so wide, you've held the line, you saved our pride. We're grateful every single day we breathe for the lives you guard, the hope you leave, helping hands for cruising till it's on your way. Thank you, hero, keep lighting the way. Thank you, carry on, yeah. Carry on.
Yeah, that's going to be an amazing cruise, I want to tell you what. And we just want to take the opportunity of thanking all those people who have given of their service. I was actually doing a course yesterday, a first aid course yesterday with a guy. Sorry, not first aid, a responsible serving of alcohol course with a guy who's looking for a job. He's currently unemployed. He's a vet. He's a Navy vet. And funnily enough, I found out today, his birthday is actually the same day as mine. A really nice guy, and anybody who has a birthday on the 14th of April, I think is an absolutely amazing fella. So, yeah, that was him. And we're looking at trying to do a similar thing down under, having lots of fun. So we'll wait and see what's happening. And, yeah, just come and check us out. Come and join us, help us out. We could do with all the help we can get. And more importantly, folks, we can do with all the funds we can get, because right now our current status is we need $100,000. That's what it's going to cost us to get the recipients on board the Heroes Cruise. And once that's happening, we shall have lots of exciting stuff going on. Mike is saying Jimmy and Cheryl and Denise. I'm waiting on the good days. G'day. How are they hanging? Yep, so bit of a heads up for you for the Heroes Cruise. I will be doing both Elena and I will be doing an interview on Friday evening Eastern Your Time at 10 p.m. With an Army vet whose son is looking at going into the Air Force. So so lots of fun there. So we'll wait and see. Mike. That kind of sounds like the seagulls on the seashore. Mike. Sorry, Mike. Please forgive me, Mike. I don't mean to be like that. Anyway, So talking to vets, it's going to be absolutely amazing. And the guy that I was doing the course with yesterday, the RSA course, he's an ex-Navy vet. So and he's still suffering PTSD, to be honest. And you know what? I asked him, I said, PTSD aside, would you still go back into the services if you had the opportunity? And he went, abso-freaking-lutely. Because of what it made him and because of how he got to handle circumstances. I reckon that's got to be the biggest plus if you're taking a look, right? Somebody goes in through the system, comes out through the system, may not be traveling too well, but will always promote the system. Man, that's incredible. That is an incredible indictment on the benefits. So to all those who have served, thank you so much for your service. We really appreciate it. For all of those who are continuing to serve, thank you for your service. We really appreciate everything you are doing currently. Whilst this is, we have a small group who are listening in to us live. We know that this show is actually watched on replay. And for all of you replay members, hey, all you got to do is put your comments in the comments below and have a chat with us at any rate. Look, we need to get the numbers up. We want the channel to be self-sufficient. If the channel is self-sufficient, the channel will put people on board the cruise ship. So any mates that you've got, rustle them up, get them in touch with HH4C, get them to sub to the channel, like, share, and all that sort of stuff. We could do with numbers up, and we would really appreciate it if you would do so. At the end of the day, my goal is to have 10,000 people on board a cruise ship, not simultaneously and at the same time. What we want is overtime. So that means that once we've got our huge numbers happening out of the US, which is what we're looking at, we've also got we've got our application in with the Australian Charities and Not-for-Profit Commission, which is the government body that regulates charities. Once we get our approval from them, we will then be able to actively promote HH4C as an Australian subsidiary, and we'll be promoting that as well and getting some cruises up on board with that. Right now, the Down Under cruises are doing a New Year's Eve cruise out of Brisbane, headed up to the Great Barrier Reef. We currently have a couple of Yanks coming to join us on board, so a couple of you guys from the other side of the pond. Well, actually, one of them's an ex-Spaniard and the other one is a New Orleansan person, however you say that. At any rate, as many of you as we possibly can on board the cruise would be absolutely awesome. And if we had our qualification by then, if we had our ACNC number, which you would class as your 501c3, we would then be able to turn that cruise also into an HH4C cruise. So, yeah. And all we need is to increase the board for HH4C Down Under. Even though we're in the throes of getting the application through, we know that possibly other people might be more successful than me. But at any rate, we're doing our utmost. In actual fact, Ilana and I went to the bank today to try and open up a bank account because we currently have PayPal right now accepting payments for the Australian side. But if we had a bank account, we could then utilize Zephy as well, which from a charity point of view is absolutely an awesome way of doing things. So we're trying to sort things out, get things happening and growing. It does take a little bit of time, energy and effort. It also takes a bit of patience. So my current statement to myself for the Australian side is hurry up and wait. It's what I've had to do. Hurry up and wait. And that's all we're trying to do is hurry up and wait. Because we really want to get things up and running. The sooner we get it done, the better. All right, with that in mind, all I want to say, folks, is the catch-up board meeting will happen on this weekend. Once we've got that happened, we'll be able to update you with a whole lot of other things like the store. We currently do have a store listed, but it's not fully completed. So we're working on that, getting that done, and that store will be up. So you can get your HH4C merch. Get your HH4C merch. You're only helping the cause, which is what we want to do, help the cause. As I said, we want to get 10 recipients on board. So we need $100,000. And that will be greatly appreciated. The more we get on board, the better. In fact, if we can fill the cruise, if we can put 500 cabins sold on board, that would be an incredible feat. It's a goal I'd like to set at 500 cabins. But folks, if we get 200, I'm also happy. At the end of the day, I'm going to set the aim high. I'm going to aim high for 500, knowing that we will more than sink the goal that I have right now. So aiming high. And so, yes, folks, we want $100,000 on board so we can get the cruise set up, so we can get those recipients' cabins paid for, so we can get everything up and running and working. Which shouldn't be too hard, I reckon, because we've got some very talented people out there, and we would appreciate all the assistance from the talented people. In actual fact, we know that HH4C gets spoken about. Sometimes good, sometimes bad, mostly good. The negative stuff we only hear about as in hearsay. Nobody actually brings the negative stuff up to me directly, which is a real shame, because if there is negative stuff, I want to know so that I can either A, answer their query, or B, fix the problem. So at the end of the day, let's look at good things happening. G'day, Jonesy. Welcome aboard, buddy. How's Tassie treating you? Were you nice and cold today? We're currently sitting on 12. Feels like 9. So that's C, folks. So how are you panning out there, buddy? And in actual fact, Jonesy is one of the people coming up on the Down Under Cruises Great Barrier Reef cruise. You know, folks, the Great Barrier Reef is an amazing place, as well as Brisbane, Airlie Beach and Cairns. Now, I've never seen Airlie Beach or Cairns, so that's going to be absolutely amazing. A good opportunity. Sailing into Cairns, it'll be New Year's Eve. Jonesy's saying it's cool. Yeah. What is it in temp? Do you know? Are you, as I had today, I had a lady come in and do part of her first aid course today, and she was saying that she's expecting winter to be a 8 doona winter. They don't have heating. It's the number of items of clothing they put on top of them. So an 8 doona, can you imagine 8 duvets, doonas? Seriously. Jonesy's definitely looking forward to it. I know, so are we. It'll be the first time, even though Jonesy just lives a little bit further below us in Tasmania, it'll be the first time I get to meet up with Jonesy face to face. And we'll be spinning a few yarns as well as Jonesy meeting up with Joe. That'll be an amazing feat because Joe will be there. And so will Rafael Viso and Eric B. Now, if you haven't seen Eric B or Rafael Viso's channels, you've got to see their channels. They are awesome. Not as good as Radio Jonesy's 55 channels that he's got. Jonesy does put some great stuff in there and certainly sells you on the concept of going to move to Tasmania. There's only one small problem with Tasmania. It is so close to Antarctica. Way too cold for me. But at the end of the day, it's going to be a fun place. Anyway, Eric B is cool, says Denise. Yeah, he is. And have you ever had an opportunity to meet him in person, Denise? Jonesy, it's 8C at the moment. Whew, getting down to 4, and tomorrow they're going to go to 12. Holy manoli. That's freaking... Okay, for those of you that don't know, 4C is... Hang on, let me do a 4C. That's it. Your voice goes up 16 octaves when you go to 4C. I'd rather stay down for 12C, I'll tell you what. Scotty J, welcome aboard, buddy. Nice to have you here. Well, my God. Boom, chicka, bow, wow. That's it. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. Scotty, I'm going to have to chat with you if you've got some moments after the live. I would like to have a couple of words with you because there's a couple of things I'd love you to do if you would be so kind. And I'll talk with you about that a little later. Denise, met him in Helen last year. Yeah, man, he is a cool dude. I tell you what, he hangs a whole heap of shaving cream on young Mr. Rafael Viso because he deserves it. But Eric is cool. You just got to give him his tagline. Live today, grow today, tomorrow's never guaranteed. Awesome, Scotty. I'll do that. I'll do that via Messenger. A couple of things I'm going to ask you to do if you don't mind. That'd be greatly appreciated. Because the last effort you did certainly had some great effects, and so you'll understand why when I talk to you. Okay, so where are we at now? So right now we're looking for sponsorship. That is it. Even though the final bits with the itinerary are not available just yet for the next 2 to 3 weeks. Once those 2 to 3 weeks come on up, we will then have the itinerary and the ship for the Heroes Cruise. So there we go. So, all right. So Jonesy is saying my next video coming out tomorrow is about how winter in Tasmania is so peaceful because all of the tourists leave back to the mainland. I can imagine that, mate, because your place is like a bloody fridge. Ours is like a freezer. No, yours is like a freezer. Ours is like a fridge. And Sydney's like a microwave oven. Anyway, so, yeah, so... as I said, we're getting the hey Jonesy from Denise. We're getting the itineraries out in 2 to 3 weeks. The ship out in 2 to 3 weeks. We might be reconsidering whether we're going out of Canaveral or Miami, depending on the itinerary. But at this particular point in time, we seem to be set for Canaveral, and we know it'll be on an NCL ship. That's the biggest go ahead, is that it is an NCL ship. So, with that in mind, folks, I've given you all the news right now. I'll be able to give you a whole heap more after Saturday's meeting. because then we'll have some more things set in place. And yeah, unless people have got any questions, please fire away if you've got any questions. Otherwise, I'll be calling it a night, and we'll be up tomorrow with the astute tourist, and also we'll be doing that interview on Friday night with you never know, I might you wait until you see them. H2O tastes really awesome at 8:35 on a Tuesday evening. Yes, so what you see up here in front of you is that is the Vessi, the Zephy. That is the Zephy code for US funds in USD, and this is the AUD funds. It's a PayPal. Right now, as soon as we get things like bank accounts set up properly for the Australian side, we will then also transfer to a Zephy code. Yeah, it'll be exciting because then we'll have our fantastic campaigns happening through Zephy, and that will definitely work extremely well for us. Other than that, folks, I don't have much more to say other than we definitely want you to help us out. Support us in any which way you can, whether it's financially or with services. Also, we want you to get on board the cruise, the Heroes Cruise. Please get on board the Heroes Cruise. We're kind of looking at September as the time frame right now, because we know that there are a number of teachers who want to join us on board the cruise. And also, we're looking forward to getting our recipients on board as well then. So we'll just have to wait and see how things pan out. By the way, all the recipients that we have right now for the Heroes Cruise are all female. So surely you can find somebody who's a male who'd like to join us. Have a think, folks. Have a think. With that in mind, folks, I'm going to wish you all a great evening. We'll catch up with you next week for another Chatting with Shaun session. Other than that, tomorrow night with the Astute Tourist, come and check us out. And Friday night, we'll be interviewing, well, let me say, no, I won't say. Come and check us out on Friday night, 10 p.m. Eastern. See who we'll be interviewing as part of our Heroes Cruise. One of our heroes. Have fun, guys. Catch you later. We'll talk with you soon. Have a pleasant evening.
Dreams set sail today, rising up no delay. Hands reach out, we say, join us, come what may. Waves of hope we ride, strength is found inside. Together side by side, we conquer every tide. Helping hands to cruising, every heart is choosing. Life's a sea we're losing, nothing just
This is from Fantastic Cruiser Group, Carnival Pride. We had a blast, we enjoy ourselves.
Smiles light up the night, under stars so bright. Turning
I want to
roads to
thank him and
ride,
Matt.
holding on so tight. Sail with me, we'll find
The
joy
rest of the
in
group.
every kind.
That we all joined ourselves together, and they are great friends of ours now.
Moments we will
We got two
share.
brothers,
Love is in the air.
and
Who are they?
With compassion
Dewey,
spare.
and Captain
Hand in
Bill.
hand we dare.
So you guys just had your first cruise. How did you guys enjoy it?
Yeah, great.
what do you think was your favorite thing that you did?
Everything that we did.
Holding hands for cruising, every heart is choosing. Life's a sea we're losing, nothing, just keep moving. Holding hands for cruising, every heart is choosing. Life's a sea we're losing, nothing, just keep moving.
And do you guys have any recommendations for first-time cruisers?
Under stars so bright,
Believe everything you hear when they say you want to eat.
Definitely.
Food here.
holding on so tight.
It's convenient, right at hand.
Sail with me, we'll find
The ice cream machine needs to
joy in every kind.
every time you walk through the door,
Leave
it's
the
right
past behind. In each
Great, well,
way
thank you for
find
letting me
one.
interview you.